All right.
Found out about
it. I mean, you were like in fourth grade.
When I found out about it in elementary, I was a fourth grader talking about you. I was doing it.
Vibing. Probably singing.
I had a MySpace, nigga. I had a motherfucking MySpace.
We are back. I'm your host, Juice Shrub. S. Carter, Special Generative Gamers in the building.
What's up,
Studios. And we have Dessie Waxx.
Hey guys. Hey.
Welcome. There it is. It's
yes, sir.
How you doing? And can you tell us your social media name and your top 5?
Okay. I'm doing well. I'm doing wonderful. I can't complain. My social media handle is DESSIEWAXX on Instagram, Twitter. That's it. That's where everybody can follow me. That's all y'all got. In my top 5, let's see. I love me some Rico Nasty. I love that she just killed her freaking Rolling Loud performance. Like, you know how you follow that one artist from SoundCloud all the way up to like they shit. You just be like, I'm proud of you. Yeah. So I mean, not all the way with Rico Nasty. Like, I remember buying her tickets for $10, and like, then the show got canceled, and then she blew up, and I was like, fuck. Damn. Anyway, my second one. Let me see. Green is my favorite color. 90s anything, like, gives me so many feels. Like, I don't care what nobody say or how savage this
pastel colors and zigzags is what I think about.
Yeah, like, and like high-waisted pants, and I'm not gonna carry a big ass boombox on my shoulder for real.
I like girls in saggy baggy pants from the 90s.
I love saggy pants, but like with some tummy out. With some tummy out though. Like, you gotta have a little tummy out with the low.
Little
cut. Okay, wait. Where I'm at? Okay, how many is that? 3?
Yes.
My favorite show is I watched some anime. So 7 Deadly Sins. I really like Diana. That's my favorite character. She's a big sexy bitch. I love it. Anyway,
S. Now. You talking to S. Now?
Yes, that's okay. I think, man. I ain't watched that one yet.
Maul will be here too, saying that's my shit.
So okay, wait. Let me say my 5th one. So what's my 5th one? I don't know. My favorite city I lived in so far, Chicago.
Okay.
So I lived in Cleveland, Detroit, and then Chicago. Okay. So I really enjoy living in Chicago. It was like it was so many good feels.
It's good
for sure, man.
I had my second show ever in Chicago.
You did?
Yeah, you did.
I actually know a producer out there and an engineer. He actually is pretty well known. Actually, he just did I don't know. He does a lot of beats and stuff for Reebok, Adidas, and then some soundtracks and stuff for them. And then
that's the money right there.
That's he actually invited me to the studio this summer, so I'm going. So I'm excited.
I heard a Vince Staple interview. It was Drink Champs, and he was talking about how the Big Fish album, to his fans, is not their favorite album of his, but 80% of that album got synced to movies or TV shows. So one song being synced on there paid for the whole album. And that one time that song got placed, they didn't even use it.
Damn.
They didn't even use that. They just paid for the song. So that's why he said for 2-3 years straight, all he did was tour and listen to movie scores to make his movies more sync. He pretty much 75% of his music was just for movies. And I'm like, that is genius, bro. You got all your money in like a short span of time, and now he's making shit he likes. So this first one where he was like, I got to get back to my creative bag and like just making music I want to make. I'm like, shit. How many people know about that? Tyler know, but Tyler hasn't got placed that much. Like Tyler always says he wants to score, but he's not making his album to be placed somewhere.
Yeah.
Just
he got the.
Didn't he record the Grinch? Didn't he do like some songs on like some type of Disney movie?
Oh, no, he did the Grinch. He did the Grinch.
Yeah, he did the Grinch, but
he did the Grinch, and he got placement on what that show was, Woke on Hulu.
Woke. I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it, but the only reason I like knew about it because I heard his song in the trailer, and I was like, okay.
I watched one episode of that, and I'm like, this is too corny for me. This is too woke, actually. this is overly woke. I am now into it. But that draws me to my question of you two artists, because I believe y'all two are artists in a sense of like y'all create from a passionate place. Would you put your creative bag on hold to go do the commercial side where you're making jingles? Remember, Pusha T wrote the McDonald's jingle. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So let me tell you something. If it's to secure the bag, yeah.
Definitely.
And Where's the Meats? But he owns that one.
Yeah, he owns Where's the Meats. He didn't get the publishing on the McDonald's one.
Wow.
That's smart. I didn't even know that.
So like that type of money, I always think about because I'm like, man, I would just go towards the jingle. If I was the best lyrical miracle rapper ever, I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm going to jingles.
Let me get a jingle real quick.
All the melodies. I'm about to be the GOAT over here. They about to give me a Grammy for these commercials.
Honestly, I be having like little feelings right now where I'll be like, I ain't no nigga that be trapping and doing all of that shit. But don't let me write for one of y'all. Just don't let me, okay? So if it was a jingle and I'm like, oh yeah, I got something, catchy, and it's just gonna get played on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a few artists that
I'm gonna take that route because I don't even think it's about like a fame thing. It's just like I want to create, and then people notice when you create, and you can get some money off of it, so you might as well capitalize. But if I can get the same bag in the shadows, I'm cool.
The same bag with less
or more. Yeah.
Or more with less pressure. Like,
yes,
it's a very interesting thought process. And I've told a couple artists over our span of doing this show, like, hey, you should probably think about writing. And some have said, oh, yeah, right. And some have gotten like taken offense to it. And I'm like, it's nothing against your artistry, but you're so skilled with the pen that you can write a love for somebody else, or you can write a hip hop song for a pop artist or something like that. Like that is very, very possible for you.
You can do both. You can
do both. You can do Belly. I'm watching. I don't want to plug these motherfuckers because I'm liking what they're doing with their content. But Rory and Maul's new podcast, they had Belly on today, and they went to his house. This nigga Belly's a chef. I didn't know Belly's a fucking chef. He cooked them lamb. He cooked them nice lamb. They braised the lamb. It was nice. It was really beautiful. He served me wine.
Oh my God.
It was very nice. They had a very nice conversation over wine. So I was like, hey, and Maul's vegan, so he ate falafel and hummus. It was a very classy podcast interview. I felt I'm like, this what I'm doing. I need maybe some lamb right here. I'm gonna insert
chilling right here.
Yeah.
Nice little plate on the side.
They're talking to him, and Belly, who's a rapper / like harmonized singer, has moderate fame, but he's filthy rich because he writes pop songs for people. He writes R&B hits for people. Him and The Weeknd are very cool. He wrote a lot of stuff with The Weeknd on these last previous albums, so he has plaques and Grammys and all this because he's writing mega pop songs. And he faded away for 3 years. He was like, I don't want to be in the picture for 3 years. So he took a sabbatical to handle his mental health. But he was like, yeah, I just lived off of what I had. And I'm looking at this guy's house and I'm like, oh no, you live pretty well.
Right.
Your house
You're doing just fine right now.
You're doing just fine off the residuals from whatever weekend song you did. I saw the 50 Shades of Grey plaque and I'm like, oh. Before the weekend was like mega weekends too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is mega weekend now, right?
Oh yeah, it's mega weekend.
He's amazing though.
It's birthday bash weekend right now. You know, he's I don't know how he became that. House of Balloons weekend and this weekend are two different people.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
We was in middle school singing our little heart. Well, I was in middle school singing my little heart out.
You were in middle school?
No, I was in high school. Like my first year.
You were in high school?
Okay, that's how it felt. I was in 9th grade.
Oh, I was in college.
College, bro. Yeah.
In college off of K2, in the bed thinking like, this is not fun.
And I was just smoking weed, bro. I was smoking weed, bro. I didn't get there yet. Where I was just,
middle school.
Damn.
No,
man.
I thought it was middle school. Was
I know, but you
know what?
A heart attack.
It might have been. It might have been. I don't know.
Okay.
But you know, I'm still wait. Time out, because y'all trying to pull my car right now. Hold on. The reason why motherfuckers feel me when I'm at the shows and all that shit is because I have an old soul, boo, and I know you hear it all day. I don't care. Yeah, but I do.
Yes,
so I feel like music just is my life. So
it was more so
when I heard The Weeknd when I was in middle school, I felt that nigga, even though I didn't.
I'm more so
I thought I did.
Security flare. It was more so of me being insecure about how where I was and the dynamic of where you were. And I'm like, oh yeah, you were probably like crushing over like your first like real guy.
Yes.
I'm talking to my girlfriend and about, are we getting married after this? Or are we
Yeah.
That's how wild that was. And
I was just sad. Like
I was like
life.
20. I wasn't even like crazy old, and I was doing some dumb shit. It wasn't even like
okay, but still, we were still going through separate journeys. Yeah. It's all about the journey and the growth. Exactly.
Okay, so at my age of when you were listening to The Weeknd, I was listening to Mario. You Should Let Me Love You.
I was listening too. I was listening to that too, though.
That's where I was at with my life. So
that mean in elementary or when I was no. Listen.
Look, you
when
are
I found out about it.
I mean, you were like in 4th grade.
When I found out about it in elementary, I was a 4th grader talking about you should let me. I was doing it.
Vibing. Probably singing.
I had a MySpace, nigga. I had a motherfucking MySpace.
Yeah, I barely had a MySpace. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't get that. Wow. I was stuck in all.
I had the whole shit. Like
Sean Carter know my struggle with the internet. I gave him my memory cards to put music on there for me. I was like,
that's everybody's shit, man. Like, man, I was like the guy to go to. They were like, I passed up my iPod to you at 3rd period.
Period. Hook me up with some R&B shit. I need some new hip hop shit. Who popping right now? Currency? Give me some currency shit.
Put it on there.
Yeah, Khalifa, Currency. That was fun. Those days were fun. Like, I was just a little itty bitty ass girl.
Mm-hmm. Dessie Waxx.
Yes, sir.
So I saw you at
Uncle Juice.
I saw you at the Taste Your Movement showcase.
Okay, and get it out.
I was like, who the fuck is this chick? Who is she? Because she came on and you I think you were like what, 1st or 2nd or something like that?
I was definitely fucking 1st. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm used to going 1st, so yeah, I went 1st.
You kicked it off, right? So like coming into it, I'm like, I've been to some showcases before. It's been iffy. They've been long. The host hasn't been good. This one started off great. The host is great. Shout out to Crisis. Like motherfucker.
Crisis is amazing. First of all, he's amazing.
He rapped his ass off. If niggas didn't even like, I'm like, oh, nigga, get loose.
Right. People's like, all right, keep going. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
that show
like,
was so many good vibes. Yeah.
So you kicking it off, and you start with what? Snap.
Snap. Yeah.
Snap. Yeah. You start with Snap, and I'm like, all right. You got a little
vibe.
And then Cool Down.
Yeah, that's my my heart broke. So I wrote that song.
But it's left hand tatted. I'm like, oh, she rapping facts. Right hand tatted.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so you show the hand tat. I'm like, okay, so at least the music factual.
Music is definitely real. It's from my real life.
And then you play my new
the new single that's coming out called SNS. It's called Sorry Not Sorry. There you go.
That's fire. I didn't know the name. I didn't know the name.
I didn't tell anyone the name.
I didn't know the name.
You get to know the name. Like when I tell you that, I'm telling you it's dropping like literally in the next week or so. I'm just,
Ooh. So when people usually say like, oh, this ain't out yet, blah, blah, blah. And what we saw further on where people really didn't have much probably stage time with their music that they had. So they didn't know their breath cadence. They didn't know how to perform it. I felt like she had already performed it. Have you performed that song before then?
In my house.
So she's like, oh, this is some new shit that ain't out yet. I see her girls over there. They vibing already. I'm like,
yes. They came out to support.
Yep. I don't know why they all in thug squat poses the whole time. I'm like, what is going on with these senseis over here? And I'm like, all right, because I'm vibing already. Because I'm like, oh, this is some cool R&B shit. And like the line that got like, have you ever seen a cool bitch kill a Barbie? And I was like,
nope, you sure haven't.
I touched Maul looking at me. I'm like, Maul. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah. I'm like, this. It's the thing.
But like, you know what? That line.
You gotta know what a cool bitch look like. You gotta know what a cool chick look like to understand that line. And then you gotta know what a Barbie look like. And when a cool chick walk by a Barbie, you can see the face of like, I wish I was that cool. I'm trying so hard. I took so long on my makeup and hair, and she got on J's. My feet hurt. My feet hurt.
Okay, but can I tell you something?
Yes.
So that song was my like with all my songs, I feel like I get my power back. Like Snap, I got my power back because I embody more of my sexuality. I knew I liked sex. You know what I mean? And it was like, but I don't want people to think I'm just about sex. So I literally made a song talking about sex without like being like, I'm gonna suck you off and do all this crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah. And so like Cool Down, I went through another crazy part of my life. I got my power back with that. Like we're really having to slow down. I want everything that I want when I want it. So with Sorry Not Sorry, I'm done. I'm done filtering. I'm done. I'm a people person. I'm a people pleaser. I'm tapped. I'm through. And it was just kind of like I was always used to people compare me or always having to look up to these girls or women or even men, whatever, that wanted me to look like this or expect me to look like this. And it's like, really, I really like rocking heels, dress, a wig one day. And then one day I'm gonna wear the low cut, like jogger pants that's saggy with some J's. Nowadays, got a little bit more money in my pocket where I can get the J. You know what I'm saying? But before that, it was swag. Like I'm becoming
the all white Porsches, the hot top Porsches. You was probably swagging up,
right? With the little, I did my little. I just am about like cute details. Like I really think details would make an outfit, not more so like what brand you got on. I think it's really important to mix high fashion with like
Jordan jersey. I remember the Jordan jersey. I feel like that's very impactful as well for me because I'm like, oh, she came on to fucking dominate.
Yeah,
she did not come to play. Like,
yeah, I came to like,
and quiet as it kept, you stole the show. It wasn't like for me hearing new artists, and most of the artists on there were new to me and have a build up. Some people played the song, their best song, probably too late. some people probably played the best song too early. I like the build up to where it was like, oh, this ain't even out yet, and she just dropped those two,
and it's in order. It's in order. In order, yeah. That's how I dropped them. Snap, Cool Down, then this one, yeah. But it's all a journey for me. Like literally, the project I'm working on, like no one ever. I don't really. I mean, I say it, but it don't stick because it's like people want to see results. They don't want to hear you talk about how you're gonna drop all day and do all that. So I had to push back to like figure shit out. But it's called Lost in the Land. So
yeah.
So it's like an entire journey that like the songs are finished. You know what I mean? Like I'm just taking my time and just like taking it in, like because I really
you're
think
living
it's a dope project. You know what I mean?
Living your music. You gotta have experiences to have something to. Yeah. I'm already like, if you drop 4 songs that I like, I'm a fan. Like right now.
Oh no, you're gonna love the whole tape, like for a fact. Like if you like Sorry Not Sorry, that was me like playing.
I haven't heard it in headphones yet. That's how much I'm already in. You understand?
Yes.
I've only heard it live.
Yes.
in short clips of other people's of her live. So that's why I'm like, this shit is hard. Even like, I don't know how mixed it is. I don't know what the full lyrics are. I am in the vibe of it. That's how I know.
I got you. I promise. I'm not letting nobody down this time. I'm dropping this song. It's coming. The video's coming and everything. I started shooting everything. We're good.
So, how long have you been in the music game? Are you new? Are you fresh? Have you always been in church choir? What's your story on that?
I guess I would say I'm still new. I'm new. I feel like I'm new because, I started doing music maybe like playing around with it in college and stuff. Okay. But it was, and again, like 5 years ago. But I didn't take myself serious literally until now. Like there were things in a way and like growth I had to make in order for me to like take myself serious as an artist. Like I remember laughing like, so you want me to call myself a rapper? But like now it's like, hell yeah, like the fuck yeah, I be in this bitch practicing all day, writing, coming up with, what I'm saying, my whole project.
Stage. Do you understand how difficult that is for some people that they can't even be on stage and perform or even talk in front of people? Like
yes, I was one of those people. It was like that performance was me being like, I'm sorry, not sorry. Like I'm done. Like I gotta just do it. Like I don't know. It was like I'm comfortable.
And I feel like those are the people that were born for it. The people that can like grab the attention of the audience. Like you were born to be in front of people. Like
really?
Like those people that always raised their hand in class and shit like that. Like they were meant to be talkative somewhere. Like they probably had to be somewhere in front of people because they just, hey, I know it, or I'm gonna guess it. I know something.
Yes.
Let me talk.
But you know what? I would be that kid, and then I'll let that one popular kid be like, well, that was dumb. You said that earlier in class, and then let that shit fuck up my whole shit or something like that. So that's why I'm just like, now it's like, I don't got a popular kid. I don't got nobody telling me that I should move like this, or where it's like the people that are telling me those things, they actually have my like best interest at heart. And I think that I just manifested it. Really, it was like, I still want it. I never not wanted it. It was just like, I tried to quit. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm. Stuff doesn't allow you to. When you are focused on a goal, it almost, the things around you almost fall into place to make it happen. You're like, oh, how did my engineer get this? Look at this studio space my engineer is in right now. Look at this. Look at the background. He just ran and said, oh, you're an engineer. I've seen your face before. Like, if I could tell you where we started at from a Guitar Hero mic in his room.
Man. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I love
it upside down with a sock over it, man.
Because Guitar Hero was like lit.
Come on. So when I see a young artist like yourself that is fresh and new in the game and you have so much to offer already, I'm like, oh, just enjoy it. Like enjoy that. I'm gonna toot my own horn. My first show ever, I hit the garage shop stage. Like that's how I came out. I enjoyed every moment of that. Like that was like if this is gonna be my one and only time, I'm about to rock this bitch. I'm about to rock this bitch like I
probably like what was that like my probably like fifth project I ever fully like mix master recorded like
was it because
because
that was a toast to the real artists out there. I was like, I talk so much shit about artists not getting shit done, not being on time.
That was me though. Like that was me. I was broke. I was just wanted to do it, and I had let one motherfucker hear me, and they like, you should do this, you do that, and start. I'm like, maybe I should, and then they like, just do this showcase real quick, and then next thing you know, you just like an artist, and niggas is booking you, and you like, okay, well now I gotta find money for this shit because this shit is expensive. Like people think I'm a joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh. You gotta buy all new outfits. You gotta get an outfit for each performance. Each performance is like a trading card. It's like, oh, this was when she was at level 5. Look at the watch on that one now. Like those things collect up, and where do you see yourself in 6 months to a year? Like, do you want to be?
I'm not even gonna lie. After I dropped this song, I see shit just taking off. I'm not even saying it like on some like. I mean, I just feel like I didn't pray on it. I didn't humble myself down to like wherever I could, like to the low. Like that's all I got.
Well,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't put everything to it. Yeah, I didn't set myself up. I set myself up in a way where it's like that's like I'm gonna be satisfied regardless. Like this is going. Like I'm gonna be just progressing, whether it be through music or any other way, creatively or entertaining purposes or whatever the case. I just think it's just gonna take off for me in that way because I actually put in the work this time. Like I've always been that talent, but not, I put in the hard work and then somewhere I quit. And I feel like this time I'm not quitting. So I'm getting
push past your limits. So you're like, oh, it's not that bad past.
Yes.
Limits.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then now it's like, the least of my worries is how I feel on stage when I'm performing. Now I'm like, I need to learn the business. Like I'm trying to hang with the boys, and I don't mean it like that, but I mean it like that. So
there's a whole different mindset you go into where it's like, oh, the talent part of it's the easy part,
right? And it's like, okay,
cool. I gotta do all this other shit around it. I gotta build cachet with these people and shake hands and get into that inner circle and be like, oh, it's not even that I'm a good artist. It's the fact that I know such and such. He thinks I'm cool. He thinks he believes in me. I'm gonna give you like that's a whole, and it's a good thing because if I didn't know Rtheczar, you wouldn't be on this show right now. I wouldn't.
But the crazy part is, I met Rtheczar a whole fucking different way. Like it was like I think he was going to be in a cypher, and I came with the cameraman, and they needed a person. That person was missing, and I just did it. Like they're like, oh, she rap a little. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, but I'm like. Brand spanking new. Like I don't even know if I dropped Snap yet. I might have just dropped it, or maybe it was like 2 years later. So I don't know. So it was just like I feel you on that. Like I feel like when you always just stay down, like you just I don't know. I got my reward. Like everybody
brings it in.
Yeah, it came around 360, not 360, 180. Yeah, it came around.
Social media be getting people on the 180, 360.
Got your ass. You still in the same spot, huh?
I get it.
But yeah,
I am very excited to see where you're going with it all. Are you collaborating? Are you?
I'm doing all of that now. I'm executing. Okay. I'm executing now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so people want to get features is open. You're open to the.
Yes, as long as I'm down with the music and we can vibe. Yes, I'm down to do features. It's a small fee, but I charge now. Yeah, I take myself serious that way. I think my pen is to be respected a little bit.
I think in this day and age, if y'all aren't like homies, then
that's all I mean.
Expect a fee. Everybody should expect a fee for something. It's just.
But for example, I just did a show with this one artist. It was his first show, but he raw. He just don't know yet. Like as soon as he stopped being all nervous and shit like that, he's hard. Like I love his lyrics.
Right.
And I love his beats. And I don't know, I love my beats and my lyrics. So I was like, I need to do a song with him. I sent him the beat.
Do you know what I mean?
Huh?
So you make beats?
No. I got a special beat maker though.
Who the fuck is this guy?
So you know, Rtheczar's beat makers, my beat maker, like what they make, he makes our beats and he is fucking raw. Like he is dope. Anyway, listen. So basically, I sent him a beat, like, yo, I want to do this one song with you. And he don't even know what it's about yet or whatever. He's gonna fucking love it. Mm-hmm. He's gonna fucking love it. And I'm excited to even come out with that. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna come. I have the beat. We just need to get in the studio. It's done. Like
I love the artist that is putting out their like music for the first time and they're finding like, oh, I like this about myself music. Like, oh, I like this tone of my voice. Like that building on top of their artistry is very dope. And I can hear you're getting better in each song. And I'm like, she's just sharpening this sword now. This is ridiculous. I know Sample Guy wants to hear the song. He's one of them guys like, fuck is he talking about, man? Fuck is he talking about?
No, Sample Guy heard it. He heard the song.
Oh, yeah, he did hear the song. He was there. He was
the DJ at the Winchester, and then he came to the Grog Shop for the show that just happened this weekend. So he got to see me perform it again.
S-Dot haven't heard the song. I'm sorry. S-Dot has not heard the song.
Unless I ain't been in the studio with Jay, so like...
No. That's not the same song that I did with Jay. So no. Okay, so yeah. So listen, I told y'all I've been out of work here. You feel me? No, but me and Jay have a song that we're working on together. We're still working on that song together. We're working on that song together.
Working, but they're in the lab, as they say. But you're actually in the lab. Like
no, I'm actually like in the shit right now, like shooting, actively doing photo shoots, actively doing all that, like all of my own fucking time.
Oh no. I had to get this interview first. I was not about to miss out. Like when you see one, you got to catch it first. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this interview first before the shit really get crazy.
I think that you got it before it take off. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's good vibes in here. All the people I'm looking with.
Appreciate it. And there's I like the Cleveland scene right now. Like the Cleveland scene is is nice. The shit is open. Shit is opening up a lot more. It's a lot more like I think
definitely
creators got busy over COVID. The creators like, know what? I ain't letting nothing stop me now. This is the
Cleveland is awesome. It's filled with creatives. It's got a lot of cool it's a lot of cool motherfuckers here. I love it.
It takes somebody else moving in to be like, I fuck with y'all. Y'all chill.
It do. No, because at the same time I want to, be like, Cleveland. But it's not for real. It's really cool. Like you really can go to different parts of Cleveland and find different things to do and different, like, I don't know, it's just like a little hidden treasure type little town. Yeah. Like you gotta just know the spots type shit. Like people be on rooftops and shit, and I'll be like,
big city, little city with a Chinatown and a Koreatown and a little Italy,
yeah,
a Slavic.
And I'm on the west side with the Mexicans and Puerto Ricans.
Like you can pick your choice of what type of, and you can speak their language the whole time and not speak. You can stay in that pocket and speak the language the whole time. Like,
yep.
Pick your choice. You can go in the hood, speak in bonnets, all that good shit. We're gonna dip into some current events very, very quickly, and
all right.
And there's nothing shocking or anything. Just current events.
Sorry, I'm
keep it. You got to keep it gangster. The most current stuff going on right now is the baby.
I'm ready to talk about this. You done fucked up.
The baby. Tell the backstory. I'm gonna tell the backstory. The baby was at Rolling Loud. Pause. Here's a footnote to that. Deuces. Rolling Loud performance. Please go YouTube that when you get a chance. He is unknown to that crowd. You can see them fucking falling in love with him after each song. It was like hook, verse, and by that next hook, they were all with him like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, yes, that's how you win over a crowd. At the end of the last song, they were chanting one more song. Like, that's the win. So if y'all get a chance, just go watch it. It's good energy in there where I'm like, oh, they don't know the words, but after that second hook comes back in, they're like, oh, I know it now. What?
Yeah.
Love that. But the baby went on. I don't think he was a headliner, but he went on after Megan. Well, Megan shut it down. This shit was just she did her thing, right?
Yeah.
And the baby goes on, does his 1, 2. He's cocky. He looks like miniature 50 Cent. He's in there. He's doing his thing. Yeah. And he brings out Tory Lanez. He brings out Tory Lanez to do him and Tory Lanez song. Now, granted, the song is not a hit. They're trying to build the song up. The song is okay. I don't think it's the baby's best. I don't think it's Tory Lanez's best. But what Tory Lanez is about to drop that sound like the ESTG nigga, that's about to sound hard.
Yeah.
But with the moment of the way he did it, he brought him out inside of a mascot helmet. He was like, "Who do you think it is? I bet you $100 you can't guess who it is." And no, we wouldn't have guessed Tory fucking Lanez, bro.
Somebody was like 4 times though.
Yeah, like we wish it was 4 times stuff. We like him. So Tory Lanez, he does the song. People still don't know the song. The song is okay. The video was good, but I don't know what a scat is. And to me, scat is poop. It's bear poop. It's like forestry poop. That's what scat is. When you find scat in the woods, it's like owl scat. You do.
Yeah, because I don't know what scat is either. I'm gonna agree with you on that. Like,
don't
these
Google
rappers.
It'll be Tory Lanez and then owl poop. So I'm not a fan of the song.
Okay.
They perform. He runs away. Then after he plays Megan Thee Stallion's song, Cash It, that he's featured on.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
He
Go
said,
ahead.
I'm not with all that fuck shit. You better know who I am. Play that shit. Cash It. And he plays her whole verse, the whole hook. I don't even think he played his verse. I think he just played all of her parts.
Diss her ass right on Rolling Loud. Oh my God.
On Rolling Loud. And then while he's walking back, somebody throws a shoe at him.
So
right, because he's an asshole.
He weaves it, and he's like, he does the call and response, like, if you got $100 bills in your pocket, throw your hands up. If you don't have AIDS or HIV, throw your hands up. If your pussy smell like water, throw your hands up. If you're not
just like,
if you're not
really back at this, guys?
In the back, in the parking lot. Fellas, if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, throw your hands up. And people are mad because he said, if you have AIDS, you can't have money or throw your hands up. And I feel like AIDS, if you're there with AIDS, you can throw your hands up. I don't feel like that's a bad thing.
It's called call and response at a rap show. That's what he did. Call and fucking response.
Yes.
They're trying to cancel this man for call and response.
And okay, now here's where it gets funny to me. Because all of that was like, bro, why are you going this hard?
I just thought it was OD as fuck. Like, what?
That's all I saw was the clip, and I was like, oh wow.
He then tweets, and it's not verbatim. I'm gonna paraphrase this.
I'm not supposed to laugh.
And AIDS people, my bad. I didn't mean to disrespect y'all. I didn't mean that. To the LGBT community, y'all know what it is already. Y'all
do what y'all gonna do.
Oh my God.
He said, "Y'all do you be easy," basically. Because I'm not.
He said, "Look, sorry, you got AIDS, HIV, my bad."
I didn't mean that shit, but for y'all that do it, what y'all do, it is what it is with y'all. I don't give a fuck because y'all ain't my fans, basically. And he then drops a video today that at the end says, basically some more shit of him not saying sorry. And if you hate me, I hate you type shit.
I didn't watch it till the end.
So, how do you feel about this? Is this a good career move? The pop singer, Latin pop singer, Dua Lipa, took him off her song.
I seen that.
Because she gang with the LGBTQ. So I'm like, all right, bet that makes sense. Because they ain't gonna listen to that song anyway. Put a new person on it, spins go up anyway. First. Is he wrong for A, bringing out Tory Lanez, B, playing Megan Thee Stallion song, and also doing a call and response where if you got $100 bills, throw your hands up. If you got A, keep your hands down. I don't know.
Okay, first of all, with the Megan and Tory situation, I put this in my close friends, but I can say it on the podcast.
It's a safe space.
Honestly, we don't know what happened because none of us were there. Like everybody said, it was very odd that he did not get arrested if he did just blatantly outshoot you. Don't fuck you being famous. It was just one of us and they shot me. He's going to jail.
Yeah, just for the press alone, they would want to put him in jail. Just for the I got a rapper.
Oh, that's why I stopped at trying to figure out.
Not my business.
So, is it petty? Yes, that was very petty. This is chess, though, not checkers. You know, we're making millions and shit over here. I can't fucking fight you and whatever. You can't fuck his friend. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't fuck her friend. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Dance her on stage then. I'm sorry, y'all know what I meant. I was him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
And is I don't say is she bringing this on herself because that's fucked up. The way she responds to like the Tory Lanez and Baby song and just getting on Twitter saying, "Hey, you a bitch ass nigga." I didn't say you were a fraud nigga for not having my back on this. I thought it was cool. And then her boyfriend coming in and saying, "Hey, you do a bitch ass nigga," and the Baby saying, "Hey, you must not know about me," because the Baby's one of them niggas. And I don't even know. Like, should she push it harder? Like, hey, look, we got to get him arrested now because now they're just picking on her. Like it feel like they're picking on her, but it's like, why would men pick on a woman in the public eye if she didn't do anything wrong? Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, why are you doing this? Like, being this debate. Why are you being this extra for a person that got shot supposedly? And she has a right to be.
First of all, I'm a Tory Lanez. I was a Tory Lanez fan. I'm still kind of sort of Tory Lanez fan.
Man, the chicks were vibing.
Thank you.
It was a whole vibe coming.
So I just think it was just very odd. The whole shit was so odd that like even if he did shoot you, like, girl, go to jail then. If he shot you, go to jail, Tory. Because if a girl shoot a girl, a girl shoot a guy shoot a girl.
Remy Ma got 7 years.
Shooting someone. Like,
Remy Ma got 7 years or
for
6
shooting her best friend.
Come on.
She not even famous. The best friend not even fucking famous. Like,
she said that wasn't even her friend. That was a random bitch.
Damn.
That was not her friend. She said she was trying to sell her a purse or some shit like that.
Oh,
wow.
So anyway,
yeah,
and then so they paid.
Totally did it. So he need to be locked up. I personally haven't listened to his music the same, not since the shooting, but since he dropped the album that was
it's about Megan. That's why we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear that shit.
I did not need a Daystar album, sir. I am sorry. I like you stealing niggas' flows and making them better. I know you stole a motherfucking Q Money flow. The shit is hard. I ain't been broke in a minute. I know that's hard. I know it's hard. And you stole EST G-Funk. He might have made the song better, but he dropped the song before him that's called Rtheczar, and Tories is called Ratata. He's a stupid man.
Petty. See what I'm saying? Petty.
Rap niggas is ridiculous.
Niggas is petty too. I be trying to tell girls that niggas is petty. Niggas to get you under your skin.
Speaking of petty, Karen Civil said Drake and Kanye are friends again. And Kanye is sleeping in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for $1 million a day, allegedly. And they're making the connections that, well, Joe Budden is making the connections that Drake had a stadium moment as well with having the date inside of Dodger Stadium. So this is Kanye being petty and having a stadium moment by sleeping inside of a stadium to finish his album.
Wow.
I don't know. But
I mean, that's rich people shit. Okay, that's cool.
Super rich people.
I don't want a stadium to finish an album for what? Like, what do I need?
That don't even sound like no
space
type of
for?
zen, no type of vibe. It's all brick and like stadium and loud ass echoes.
Seating and hella reverb.
Weekend. Like, he better
Right, helly reverb.
Like, so,
trying to make stadium music.
ooh.
What's the best way to actually mix it? Don't get Mike Dean in there playing.
Yeah. Like, hey, we got to
hear that's some rich rapper shit.
Hear it. I want to hear it in the stadium. We got to mix it in the stadium. Like, no, we don't. No, we don't. Like, let's go home.
Probably kind of cool though.
Let's go to Wyoming, man. Wyoming got at least we can smoke in there, bro. We can't smoke in here. Like, take me home, bro.
Right. This extra bougie shit. I'm just playing.
Did you all watch the live stream of the album?
I didn't catch it. Couldn't catch it.
I have title, but I did not.
Okay. So there was a Jay-Z verse at the end. So
Heard.
he turned in his verse very late, but it was very current. It was basically no drums on it. It was no drums in the.
I heard that too.
A lot of features, a lot of current features. You get a Little Baby feature. You get some. You didn't hear Cudi, but he usually adds Cudi in on other shit. He like, I need to sprinkle some Cudi here, and then Cudi hums and comes in. Wasn't any Chip either. He hasn't put Chip on a lot of stuff.
He needs to.
Yeah, he Chip comes in. Chip's living a great life. I'm not mad at Chip.
I love Chip. He's
Chip
awesome.
Chip is a conspiracy theorist now. Chip is
yes.
Chip
I got to meet Chip
in
person. Yes, I did.
That's dope. I fuck with Chip heavy. He's a very big influence on my childhood of I want to be in the music industry and hear somebody from my area that's rapping about shit I know. I can do it too. Like, he's one of those guys for me, so I always respect that. He's just in Cali smoking good weed. He got his son. He's riding in a Tesla, Texas, whirling up. Like, he does features with Cudi and Kanye when he wants to. Like, he can call in a favor and get a Kanye verse. Like, that's crazy. So, fuck with that. Anyway, y'all haven't heard it fully, but I think it might be an okay album. I think it might be if he adds the production that I know he wants to add to it, I know it's gonna be an okay album. Here's the thing about this current technology wave. I went back and listened to Pablo. Pablo, that's on the DSPs right now, is different from what we originally heard Pablo like in the hard copy of the CD. Mm-hmm. He's went back and added vocals. He's went back and added production to it. He's went back and filled in where you would hear like sonically empty parts and added more instrumentation into it. I remember parts in songs where I'm like, this part was empty. It wasn't like a break in it. He's filled it. So I even heard we did a live podcast of him streaming Pablo. And those songs are different from what actually came out.
They are, which is wild.
To the heart. So there's literally out there 3 versions of Pablo that you can find that are different experiences. So what I heard in the stadium is going to be different. But what we hear when it releases is going to be different 5 years from now.
That's crazy.
Kanye for me. Like, I don't know if that's good or bad.
I love that. I love that whole thing.
Pablo is still good. First of all, it's a little.
First of all, I fuck with you. I ain't never not fuck with you. When he went crazy, all that, I was right there.
I should have voted for yeah.
I damn near almost did.
I was, if I would have saw his name on there, but you had to write him in. If I would have saw his name on an Ohio ballot,
I just would have scratched that shit. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Why not at this point? Why not? So I'm a Ye fan. I'm excited about this album. Who do you think dropped first? Drake or Kanye?
Somebody said they was trying to drop on the same day.
I'm about to say they fuck around and do that.
Kanye saying August 4th, but you know how he pushed it.
I think Drake will drop first.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my God, what if I just predicted the future? Do I get a cookie or something?
I mean, shit, you will be a star anyway.
It's happened on this show before, man.
Look, Drake, I predicted it on the Color Radio podcast. You got me make my nigga Juice in your biggest
Right, for real.
I'm gonna speak that into existence for us. You meet Drake, you gotta shout like, look, it's my nigga Juice. I ain't seen him in like a couple years, but he was on this podcast I was on one time. Shut up, I meet you.
I got you.
Here I am. But I hope Drake drops first. But it seems like Kanye will drop some shit, and then
it's too hot to drop right now for Kanye. Kanye gotta drop when it get a little cooler outside, just a little bit. But Drake's gonna drop first.
Why doesn't Kanye have a single anymore? I feel like he
don't want no things. He done. He don't need no promo. His clothes is his promo.
True. True. It's the new. I do want some of those foam runners.
I do now too.
Those bitches look comfortable, and
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a Croc sock type of bitch, so yes.
Ooh. Gang, Croc gang. You put them in sport. You put them bitches in sport, getting crazy. Put them bitches in sport. We about to run off.
Sport.
My iPad just said I'm at 10%. So the way we like to wrap up the show is,
oh my God.
We like to go around and say what we're reading, watching, or listening to, just to give people some homework to go home with, have a show or a book to read. We're going to start with S. Dot. S. Dot said, what are you reading, watching, or listening to?
What am I reading? Still tech articles when they come by. New MacBook is dropping. The new Switch is coming out as well. There's also like a Switch competitor.
The OLED screen with the Switch? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that one's coming out. A little expensive. Don't know if it's worth it, but we'll see. Watching.
Hi, J. Wells.
Yeah, we good. Watching Motherland, Fort Salem, American Horror Stories as well, because American Horror Story is kind of back.
You said Motherland, American Horror Story?
Motherland, Fort Salem. It's a witch show about army witches. And then
love
American Horror
love
Stories.
it.
Okay.
Yes.
Love the witch.
American Horror Story, they're doing like a series, kind of like a Black Mirror. Every episode is different type deal. So
okay. Smart move.
It's been super dope. That's been a cool experience so far. Listening to Doja Cat. I switched from Tyler to Doja Cat, so that's what's going on. Her album's pretty dope. So.
Her album is very dope.
Mm-hmm. Dessie Waxx, what are you reading, watching, or listening to?
Okay, so I went to go get my book because I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt good about it because I just love my books in real, in my way. I don't know if you can see it, but it's called Before the Ghetto, Black Detroit in the 19th Century. So, I'm from Detroit. Mm-hmm. So I found this here in Cleveland. So it's more so like a book. Yeah, it's just a book more so it gives you more maps and stuff of the streets and everything before, the riots and things like that, and how the neighborhoods were set up. So
That's pretty dope.
It's been a good read on some history. And let's see. I'm not watching anything. I don't really watch TV. I have a strange addiction to watching Judge Mathis and Judge Faith. Yep. Before work sometime. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. So listen, so I have this strange addiction to that. So boom, I mostly just read my books or whatever like that. And then you said reading, watching, what else?
Or listening to.
Oh, yes. So listen.
Okay.
I love me some T Grizzly.
Okay.
So I listen to the Smartest album from top to bottom. I know all the songs. That's like my motivation, like my workout.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
I like T Grizzly for random stuff. Well, I don't say random, but he twitches and he plays Grand Theft Auto. And I fell into a wormhole of watching his Twitches simulcast on other people's YouTube pages. And I'm like, oh, I'm a T Grizzly fan, and I have only heard his 2 hit singles and never heard an album. So
you have to listen to the Smartest album. It's amazing. Like it's
I may go work out and listen to T Grizzly tomorrow and give him a real shot because I like him being a drug kingpin in Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yes, and he be saying game in there, like, and I feel like it's not even for just boys, like it's not for the guys only, because he be saying stuff like stop hanging around people, like go, just tell him you'll be right back and just go, like leave, like go do you, like, and that shit stuck with me. I'm just like, hell yeah, like fuck, I ain't doing none of this shit. No, I'm just playing, but yeah. I really love listening to T Grizzly, like real motivational type music. And I need to talk my shit nowadays, so he helped me like talk my shit.
Facts. Is that your list?
What?
Is that your list?
No, that's all I got. That was literally each one.
Awesome. I am watching. It's called Camping on HBO Max, and it stars Jennifer Gardner, and she's like weird and atypical and very like obnoxious. It's just random shit. I finished watching Barry, so this is the next show that I'm watching. And it's not. I cannot stop listening to fucking Vince Staples' album. That shit is so good and it's short. So it's good for a workout where you're like, okay, I'm gonna spend this 20 minutes focused on this. Let me just play this album. I am missing Schoolboy Q at this point in my life. I really want a Schoolboy Q project. I went back and dove into some of his old shit. Oxymoron is still a classic in my book.
I say Oxymoron is like my fave. That's when I found out about him. I was like again, a young ass little girl. Like, who is this?
For real? Like, just
right. He talk about gangbanging. I was in the suburbs, child.
So, Schoolboy Q, I am reading. I want to read some good mindset books. I'm gonna find me a nice mindset. I did the whole like Think and Grow Rich and all that, and all those types of like wealth grind. I just want to find some balanced mindset books, like just how to balance like work life, love life, and like passions and creative. Like how to.
Are you struggling with balancing your work life and love life? Okay.
Just struggling with putting the correct amount of energy into everywhere because you want to do your best at all the things you care about.
All of it.
And you're like, well, fuck, there's just not enough time in a day to be the best at everything. So it's like, where do you take a day to accomplish all the one thing in this one area or something like that? So that type of stuff is what I'm looking for now. So I'll update y'all on my progress of that.
I like that.
This was a great show. You made it. You did it. This was awesome. Again,
was it? I'm glad. Did I talk over you guys too much? I talk a lot.
No, this is why you're here. We want people to know you. To know you. Like, oh, the song ain't out yet. She has a podcast with Color Radio. I'm about to go listen to that then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dessie, thank you. It was amazing.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to see you live again. I will be at one of your shows soon.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, but I will be there. S. Carter, thank you for being here again. Also, being co-host. Sample God Go Studios, thank you for being the man behind the M. And
behind the M.
Behind the M.
I am Juice Color Radio. Play music.